legend, and I don't feel right sharing the stage with you here, but I want to know, because there was a quote that came from Steve Boss saying that if you can't take Rahul Dravid out in the first 15 minutes, you have to take the rest of the team out. You can't take him out otherwise. So I want to know, what was that one thing that made you get up every day and perform?
I think firstly, let me just say what a privilege and an honor it is to be here today. And I'd like to thank Rakesh ji and everyone at Mitashi for the support that we at the Rajasthan Royals have received. I know for a fact that all the players and everyone in the management truly values this partnership. Because like Rahul said, we actually see a really good synergy with Mitashi in terms of innovation, in terms of the underdog fighting against other teams that have bigger resources and bigger players. We are someone that competes in a difficult market, but competes very well through innovation, through good practices, through good processes, and things like that. So I think there's a great synergy, and I really do appreciate the partnership that we have. I'd like to thank everyone here as well for coming here today, and also for supporting Mitashi. I think it's just listening to Rakesh ji here, I think it's a great opportunity for all of us here today to help and support an Indian company compete against so many other foreign companies and become one of the best in the business. And I think it's all down to all of us. And I know the Rajasthan Royals, we will be doing our very best to ensure that we can put the best foot forward and help promote Mitashi so that they become one of the leaders in the market and an Indian company goes forward. So thank you very much for that firstly.
Sir, also I want to...
just to say that, I think from the question that you asked me, I think I grew up loving the game of cricket. I just wanted to play cricket. I had a passion to play cricket, and so every morning when I got up, I just wanted to try and experience that same love that I had for cricket as a young boy, playing on the streets and playing with my friends. So I think playing for your country was a great honor. Was a great honor for me. So every time I played for my country, I tried to do my best. Not always I succeeded, but I at least tried to do the very best that I could.
Well, I'm going to ask Abhishek. You got married 2 months ago. How does it feel to be off the market now, firstly?
To be honest, I'm really happy that I'm married. I was off the market for I think 5 years.
This is the first man I'm hearing, by the way, who said that. But anyways, yeah, continue.
No, it's been really good. I've enjoyed married life. Obviously, I'm dating for 5 years. I was off the market for 5 years before that. But it's been a good experience. I've enjoyed every minute of it. I'm hoping that it continues to be a good experience.
And this has been your first year with Rajasthan Royals. So how has the experience been?
Well, it's been awesome for me. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I've been made to feel special. I felt like I've been part of this family for the past 6 years, even though it's my first year. So I think for me it's been a great journey. I'm hoping that next year around we can turn things around and take the company.
I'm going to ask Pravin a question. Sir, they've said that, in sports, 30 ke baad, you're not considered, you become old anyways. But you've been a late bloomer and you've performed exceedingly well in the IPL. Firstly, please clap for him for that. That was a marvelous performance. So, sir, what was that thing that got you out and, it made you perform out there on the field?
Just love for the game. I love cricket very much. And so thanks for Rahul and Rajasthan Royals for bringing me here. I'm here because of them.
So, we've heard that you play football and you played football professionally, now you're playing cricket. Can you tell us a few values that, sports has taught you on the whole?
Actually, see, I belong to the sports family. Actually, my dad used to play that, I don't think, being a footballer,
we just want to know, what is that one thing that sports has taught you, how to be a better human?
That's what I said before, it's the love for game, actually, If you're playing a sports and you got the love for that game, it will bring wherever you want to achieve, I achieve here because of the love for the game. So if you play any game, you got the love for that thing.
Thank you very much. I'm going to ask you another question, sir. Now let's talk about, say, every player does not just have a graph that goes upwards. There was a time probably where you must have hit rock bottom. We want to know how you got out of that. That will help a lot of people out here, in terms of coming out of those ditches. How did you get out of it?
I think one of the important things that, when you do fail, is what is your attitude towards failure. I think it's in anything that you do, and sport is no different, and I think sport is, it happens a lot, that you do fail a lot. And what is your attitude towards that failure? So there are two ways that you can approach a situation. Sometimes when you fail, and a lot of people actually have that reaction to failure, is that, they sometimes ignore it, or they blame somebody else, or they think that nothing was wrong with what they did. And I think if you react to it in that way, you actually lose a great opportunity to actually learn something about yourself and grow as a person. But actually, if you're willing to be honest with your failures, and you're willing to look at yourself honestly, and look at your performances honestly, I think failure can teach you a lot. And failure can actually be a stepping stone to success. And we hear that often, that after so much of failure, we see a lot of success. But only if you fail in the correct way, only if you fail with, in the right manner. When I say the right manner, that you're willing to learn from failure. So if you play, for example, I was told by my coach, you can play 30 matches, whether it's at the first class level or whether it's at the test level, and you can be as experienced as you were in your first match, or you can be 30 test matches experienced when you learn from every single test match that you play, or every single match that you play. And I think that is critical, that learning from your failure, being honest with yourself, looking to improve, and also being fair to yourself, and recognizing that at times you do fail, and that is part of sport, and that is part of life. So also having a good attitude towards failure, I think is critically important.
So in so many years of cricket, you're playing, and it's marvelous, the records. Who is that one inspiration that you've had from so many years?
I think the biggest thing that has inspired me, I think, has been, every time I go to many places as a cricketer, I would go to so many centres in India, and I would go and whenever we went to the nets as the Indian team, you always found net bowlers and people who came to the nets to bowl and help us and assist us. And you could see the passion in these young boys. They were so desperate to play well in cricket, to do well in cricket. But unluckily, they sometimes did not have the talent or the gift or the luck that some of us had, because we were given that talent as for some reason or the other. And a lot of these boys had so much passion, and they were so desperate to do well. They were working so hard. So for me, these unknown people were always a great inspiration, because I believe that if they were given, if they had so much passion and they had something, then I must make the best use of my talent and ability, because for some reason, luckily I was given something, that I must try and make the best use of it.
Please give them a huge round of applause, ladies.
Mitashi TV has just replaced the scene. So, no, I mean, it has been a fantastic product. It is a terrific product. We do use it every day. So I can actually